It is now 8:11. Welcome back to the Early Show. This morning we begin our profile of this year's Kennedy Center Honors. And why not start with the boss? That's right, the one and only Bruce Springsteen recently sat down with our Julie Chen.
He's not only been the voice of a generation, but also the nation.
Screen door slams.
Bruce Springsteen has been setting the tone of the rock and roll landscape for close to 4 decades. One of the reasons why this Jersey boy is still the boss.
I was signed to Columbia Records in 1972. I was signed as an acoustic singer-songwriter like Dylan, and at the time, those were the records that were at the top of the charts. And so I was sort of signed to with an eye on that. But what I had in my pocket was I had 10 years of bar band experience, rock and roll experience, where I'd played every type of music.
Your first 2 albums were modest sellers, but then out comes Born to Run, and they're calling you the future of rock and roll.
Right.
What were you pushing for with Born to Run?
I guess, we were pushing mainly to not get dropped from the record label, which I had a 3-record contract, and that was my 3rd record. So our main concern was if we have another flop, we're probably going to be dropped from our record label, which wasn't hot on us at the time, sent back to New Jersey. We went in to make the greatest record that we'd ever heard, and to combine all our influences, all the things that I was kind of absorbing in one record, and try to make the greatest noise ever heard.
1, 2, 3, go!
That great noise put Bruce Springsteen at the center of the rock and roll universe, landing both on the cover of Time and Newsweek in the same week.
People were like, huh? Who's that? Why is this kid on, And all I remember is I called my dad and said, I'm going to be on the cover of Time and Newsweek. All I said was, well, better you than another picture of the president.
The hits kept coming, and in 1984, the album Born in the USA found Springsteen at the center of both the musical and political universe.
You're a little bit at the mercy of forces that are going to be beyond your control. There was a political campaign, and the Reagan administration came in and sort of tried to co-opt the song and misinterpreted it. And so I was learning very quickly that you had to be aggressive and assert control of your work as best as you could.
It became the largest selling album of his career, with 2 full years of intense touring and promotion. After going on tour to promote Born in the USA, you said you were a little bit bruised out.
Oh yeah, I get bruised out from time relatively often,
How do you get back
Not
in
to
touch?
mention the family, I get bruised out plenty.
How do you get back in touch with your inner Bruce?
You feel a little, I guess you can feel, everybody can feel a little burnt out from their job from time to time, And I think because the job is so fundamentally egocentric, and that, you do reach a point where you go, well, you just sort of want to slip back into daily life a little bit.
Julie will have a lot more with the boss in our next half hour, and you can see the Kennedy Center Honors next Tuesday, December 29th at 9, 8 Central, right here on CBS.